Hey everyone, it's Leah, your professional organizer and that girl who does vacation packs on TikTok to help you pack efficiently and accurately. And today I have another travel bag review. This time it's going to be the small Deluxe Catalina bag from Low & Sense. So let's unpack it. Okay, this is just a canvas bag. I got it in the dove color, so it's dove with ivory straps, I guess I would call it, more of like a gray. It's loose and not structured, which is good for if you want it to kind of be different sizes as you have different kinds of packs, different durations of the trip, different spaces that you need to fit it into. If you don't fill it all the way up, you can kind of like stuff it into whatever you need. I feel like that would be the benefit of it being a less structured bag. And then there's this thing, which I think it goes at the bottom of the bag so that you can have some sort of structure in the bag if you want it. But I like that it is removable and then able to just flatten down when you're not using it. So better for storage. So we have it all Velcroed on, and let's just set up the bag. All right, so I would say this, I guess it's foam, styrofoam maybe, I don't know. It's not that. This portion where it creates structure in the bottom piece of the bag, it's not do or die, but I think it's really helpful for when you put the weight of the bag on top of it to have some sort of safety in here. You know that a lot of these weekender bags, they're recommended to put shoes on the bottom and maybe like dirty clothes. But I really like to use this bottom portion as a packing cube. I would definitely put clothes in here. And it's not removable, so there's no kind of concern about you not ever using this portion of the bag. This just fell out, so there's the strap here. So the option to kind of use it like a tote bag or like a crossbody duffel situation. I always go for shorter straps. I think it's just because of my size. Something like this would get in the way of me walking with like my knees. It just would slam into it. That's just the nature of me being super short, but you do have the option. And if you're shorter, I would just do the shorter straps. Getting into the main portion of the bag, I mean, like a big open space, and because there isn't structure here, it's good that you don't have to feel like you need to use up the whole bag, like, oh, I have all of this space, I'm just going to use it up. But things that you want to put in here, I would go with something that has some separation. So not just throwing your things in the bag, because as you go throughout your trip, if you're putting all of your different clothes in here, sometimes you're just going to throw things in. I think that it'll create a bigger mess. So there needs to be some sort of separation in here. Putting shoes in here with shoe bags, your laptop in here in a laptop case, makeup and toiletries in here in some sort of makeup and toiletries kit, like a DOP kit. And if you do need this for extra clothes, getting a packing cube and putting it in. So it's a really big open space, but just beware that like things can get lost and you're putting things in, you want to have some separation just to help you with organization. There are some little pockets in here, so if you want to like slip your cell phone in or your wallet or just smaller things, you can keep it separated and nice and safe. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, let's try. You have this zip pocket, which is intended to be towards the back of the bag and closer to your body. And then you have these two pockets here that aren't zipped, just easy access. Tampons, Band-Aids, things like that could go in here that you would want to access a lot, but you wouldn't necessarily put it in a different compartment in the bag here. Do you wonder what the size of this is? I should get you dimensions. The zipper is actually like super structured. I'm very impressed with the zipper. I know it's like such a silly thing to be impressed with, but this is really like, I have no concern about this zipper ever breaking. So that's really, really good, because I feel like sometimes with bags, people like stuff them and then they end up popping. So I don't think we're gonna run into that issue at all here. Here are the hooks where if you're gonna do the strap, where they would go on. I feel like that's a good location. And then, you know, it could just like hang like that if it's not fully stuffed. Super cute bag overall. And then we have actually the best trolley sleeve I've ever seen. So I've unzipped the bottom and the top. It can go over your suitcase and then just live on there so that you're not carrying around your bag and rolling a suitcase at the same time. It's just rolling that suitcase. But then the top, it converts to a pocket because it zips on the bottom, which I love. I hate a trolley sleeve that doesn't also double as a zipper for whatever reason. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. So I'm glad we have that here. But then with the top, this trolley sleeve, it zips also. So it's a zipped pocket, which is excellent. And that is a really good place to keep your phone or your keys or your wallet if you're just using this as like a carrying bag. And then in the front, another zipped pocket, which I love. It's just kind of like, if it doesn't zip, it's a good pocket, but how secure does it feel? So I love that. I'm gonna have to try how to pack.
So this is a week in New Orleans, including rehearsal, dinner, and wedding. This is what I meant about creating separation in the bag with a packing cube for formal wear, a dopp kit, a jewelry case, an intimates bag, a clutch and shoes and dusters, and appreciating that extra space instead of throwing things in I don't need just to top off the bag. And then using the bottom compartment for everyday clothes.
Overall, my best thing about this is that I think they put a lot of thought into where they put the zippers and what zippers they use. I'm sorry if you're like hearing that scratching zipper sound. This is how much I like the zippers. But I like how zippers are really, really great quality and how they use them with the pockets. And then it's a bigger bag so you can fit more if you need to, if you have extra days on the trip, if you're coming home with something. But if it's not full, it's not going to take up the full space that it is. So it has this capacity, but you don't have to feel obligated to use the full capacity of the bag so that it can be a smaller item and fit in more places. Like you could literally, if you don't fill this all the way up, this could be a personal item, even though I'm pretty sure measurement-wise, I mean, I like know measurement-wise, this is not fully stuffed a personal item. This is more of a carry-on item, but it will have that ability to fit underneath the seat if you don't use the full capacity of the bag, and probably better bet if you don't have that structured piece in here. I'll see you guys later.